of 7 on the AM side, and it's a beautiful. I'm sounding as though it's Christmas time already. Right? I'm sounding as though it's Christmas time already. Right? But anyway, this could be your Christmas. Somebody's Christmas might be today. You never know. In fact, I can tell you, Cassie, that quite a number of households Christmas every day for them. Honestly, I don't know how to do it though, but I'm happy for you, and I'm wishing that blessing on us here behind the MIC, if you know what I'm saying though. But anyway, day said it before, reiterating it again, right? And it being a brand new day, the United Nations have deemed it fit that it will be best to have two celebrations or two commemorations for a day like this. We'll let you in on that in a short bit. But this breakfast show, it is segments that follow until the 12 o'clock hour, when our time here will terminate, right? With today in 60 seconds. But yeah, right about now, of course, we'll be looking into the front page of Nigerian newspapers. 2 o'clock, where, of course, we'll see how we can connect with Vicky Vic, who is out there in Abeokuta, I think it's Ogun State, if I'm not mistaken, and the National Sports Festival going on right there. I mean, something went down in Abeokuta. Was it yesterday now? They said an explosion, a gas explosion. We should really find out what's going on, in one of those sporting, centers and area. Is it affecting the sports festival positively? Is it affecting it negatively? Were there rescue teams, on ground? What exactly started the explosion? These are the things that we'll be asking Vicky Vic. Should we be able to connect with him at 8 o'clock? 9 o'clock, we'll be right here and talk politics and current affairs. Politics and current affairs. There is this talk about civil duty and our rights as individuals, especially when it comes to mandatory voting. Yeah, that's what we'll be looking at the 9 o'clock hour. And then at the 10 o'clock hour, it's time for the general open banter, and we will banter together. Okay, 11 o'clock, of course, we'll look into how we can give you a fair play entertainment at its peak. And of course, that leads us to the 12 o'clock hour with Today in 60 Seconds. Give you a rundown already now, but let's get you into greeting you in the way that we know how to. Would say Inakwana Ekaro Tutuoma Agife Olojudu. Would say Emamurel Keo. That will be for the good people of Isoko. I tell you. And yes, in my dialect, it will be a messiere. I wonder why it's not a messiere. But anyways, it's a messiere. Yeah, Cassie is right here. She's going to tell you how it's said in Tiv. Tiv.
Well, good morning, UD.
Yes. Good morning to you, Cassie.
Okay. Nindeve.
Huh?
That's good morning.
Nindeve.
Exactly.
Nindeve. Cassie, Nindeve. Nice. Yes, so for the Tiv, or the Tivites. Yeah,
Tiv.
so the Thieves, yeah? Okay, Nindeve. And in the language that you and I totally understand, it will be Una. Good morning. My name is Uduak Daniel, and I've got beautiful, naturally beautiful
Cassandra Yanumbe. Good morning again. And thank you for joining us this morning, the 21st of May, 2025.
That's right.
It's definitely going to be a great show. Let's do this, UD.
Exactly. Let's let you in on to some things that you ought to know this morning. Okay, you should know that the Senate caucus of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, on Tuesday disagreed with the party's governors on the call for a coalition. Senate Minority Leader Abba Moro, who is the PDP caucus leader, told reporters that a coalition was the way to go. Alrighty. But let's also look at this one right now very quickly.
All right. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, yesterday handed over the 753 units of houses linked to a former Central Bank of Nigeria CBN governor to the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. Following intelligence, the commission uncovered the housing units on plot 109, Cadastral Zone C09, Lokogoma District, Abuja.
Okay, now we got Winnie Mefiele now. Amazing stuff. Wow, still recovering. Is this going to be like the Abacha loot, which is an unending recovering?
Yes, we don't get it.
They should give us one of those houses, don't you?
A lot of Nigerians homeless. I think that it is time we consider rechanneling these houses,
That's
because
right.
this is not the
That's
first
right.
time that we're going to have houses that will be confiscated.
And given back to the government.
However, little or nothing is heard about this property. We don't get to hear much about them. So what now? Now that the EFC has handed over these units to the Ministry.
Very right, though. Well, let's also let you in on the fact that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu last night returned to Abuja after a 2-day visit to the Vatican City in Rome, where he attended the inauguration of the 267th Pontiff, Pope Leo XIV. Senior members of the administration. President is back. Let's welcome him. Welcome back, President. Okay, having you know more.
All right, now away from that, in what seems to be a very sad story, I think UD hinted quite earlier on that development. Containerized shops were destroyed on Tuesday following an explosion involving a diesel-laden tanker behind the Alake Sports Complex in Ikeja, Abeokuta. The explosion occurred just behind the fence separating the sports complex from the Ikeja community, triggering panic among nearby residents.
Okay. We're not elected to engage in confrontation. The executive in an upcoming feature documentary to mark 2 years of the Bola Tinubu administration. I see.
Well, moving away from Fabio, now the Central Bank of Nigeria has retained monetary policy rates, NPR, at 27.5%. Central Bank Governor Olayemi Cardoso made the disclosure in Abuja on Tuesday while briefing the press on the outcome of a 300th meeting of the Monetary Policy Committee, NPC, of the Apex Bank.
Away from that now, a schoolboy, very sad story, this story. A schoolboy was reportedly killed by a stray bullet, allegedly fired by a policeman, triggering protest in the Alakia Bagi area of Ibadan, Oyo State capital. African Senior School Certificate.
It's an understatement.
Right.
Now, UD, I saw the video where the father of this victim was narrating the incident.
Right.
According to I think the statement coming from the state command is that the man was speeding. So how does speeding result to opening fire?
You know, just to butt you there, Cassie.
Okay.
The story again, as a developer, you know, is a developing story as it seems, was that a policeman were in pursuit of Yahoo boys.
Well,
so
I
they
think,
were running
yes,
and
that is
speeding
just a statement from
The father,
yeah,
the
from the
deceased
state police
father.
command. to
Okay,
even
state police
start
command.
with.
Okay, let's get it.
That the man was speeding. I think he was something, something like that, traffic violation, so to say. But let's be realistic. Even if it's a traffic violation, what does our law say about the penalties for traffic violation? Is it death sentence? Is it shooting someone? Is it opening fire? I think that we have come a long way, yet we are yet to get to that point where we would understand that human lives are supposed to be sacrosanct.
Right.
We are yet to place that dignity on life in this country. And until we do so, we'll continue to see these very bizarre headlines every day. And it's just so sad. You know, someone who is supposed to protect you, do you know that there are people, if someone is coming somewhere in the night and they see a police officer and they see a random civilian, do you know they are more safe with the civilian than they are with the police person?
Regardless
It's
of whether
not
the
to say
civilian
that-
is a ritualist or...
Yes, it's not to say that the police officer might not be a good person, but it's because of the general perception of even cases like this that have become as if they are a norm. We had the whole NSAS thing in 2020, but it seems like we are still back to where we are at this point.
Okay.
UD,
Don't
where
forget
do we go from
reformation.
here? Where do we go? It's just unfortunate.
If you ask me...
Right now, you know, it's from one bizarre story to
the
another.
other.
Now, this one is about the fact that two headers, a male and female, were reportedly killed on Monday around the Hore community in Boko's local government area of Plateau State. Headers in the area said the deceased were ambushed and shot dead while returning home from Katako market in a motorcycle. Still like a circle
dead.
of injustice in Nigeria.
Right,
People these days, you see people prefer others because of the grudges and the history that we have among ourselves.
Right.
Because, okay, this is what is going on. Headers and farmers clashes, crisis and everything. So once you see someone from the other ethnic group, they're already a suspect. When you see someone from this ethnic group, there's already tension. How can we fix this?
How can we fix this? The question still lingers. 10 days after a Lagos banker, Sumudiamen Demudia, was declared missing by his family, his body was discovered at a morgue in the Yaba area of the state. Demudia, who works in the point-of-sale department of a commercial bank in the Ikota area of Lagos State, was last seen on the evening of May 9 in the CMS area of the state. Now, Cassie, I don't even want to talk. Let's just leave it there. I mean, from one terrible story to the other, it just keeps following each other.
Do you get
back to
like
back.
it continues to get more sad and sad?
That's right. But let's see and hope that on the front page of Nigerian newspapers now we should see something that is nice, something that we would smile over and maybe be hopeful for great dailies today, rid of all of the sadness. Well, but we'll just take a bite, take a breather. We'll be right back in a short bit. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Meet the Infinix Note 50 series, defined by pioneers who push boundaries. Its ultra-resilient armor alloy metal frame design gives you that slick, top-notch style. Unlock efficiency with intelligence of the one-tap Infinix AI and circle to search anything on your phone with Google. Need power in a flash? 90 watts fast charge rockets you from 0 to 100% in 38 minutes. Exclusive deals at authorized stores. Get your Note 50 now. The Infinix Note 50 series. Pro design, Pro AI.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
All right, back like we never left, looking at the front page of Nigerian newspapers now. The big story with the Nation newspaper right now has it that Umahi becomes the kicker. All Southeast governors backing Tinubu for second term. All right, it's got two riders to it now. Plan for Southeast Summit on endorsement on course. Second rider, President's performance. Wonderful, says who? Somebody saying that. Right, you should go to page 4 because that story begins on the front page of the Nation, continues on page 4. And now we'll look at this one. Gowon proposes ECOWAS name change to bring back Mali. Others. Page 29. Is it just about the name change or it goes beyond that? What retention of lending rate at 27.50% means for economy by experts. Story begins on the front page, continues on page 4 as well. Just above the Nation newspaper banner now, I'm talking about the heights, the peak, the top, the zenith, the apogee. EFCC hands over Emefiele linked 753 Abuja duplexes to government. Page 6. All right, and let's go see this one on here, and right here is on page 27. Are your house okay's rotation of Oba's council chairmanship? Senators not elected to fight president. Akpabio declares, and that one you'd find on page 5. Okay, this one on here says no governance in Rivers when I declared emergency, President tells Supreme Court. Page 5, looking popular if you ask me now. And this one, PDP senators differ with governors over coalition. Story continues on page 4. A lot of continuation going on page 4 of the Nation newspaper now. Just at a base of the Nation newspaper, reps panel Ohaneze seek independent probe of UTME glitches. Page 28 has got that story, and with that we say bye-bye to the Nation newspaper.
Right now, moving away from the Nation, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, the bigger story, FG to sell 753 unit housing estate recovered from Emefiele. Okay, they're finally telling us what's next right now. Now, EFCC hands over estate to Ministry of Housing as Senate proposes separate agency to manage assets seized by EFCC, ICPC, Customs, others. All right, now moving away from that, it could be found on page 2 actually, and now on page 3, Ondo Amotekun rescues 10-year-old boy from child traffickers, organ harvesters, suspects arrested. Good to know. Congratulations.
That's right.
To Ondo State. Okay, very good report, I must say. Now, moving away from that report, let's talk about the fact that Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway tolling is set to begin December. According to Umahi, Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway tolling begins December. Umar, he says. Now, rather to that story, he says all Southeast governors support Tinubu. That could be found on page 13. Why is it that these ministers always have to say something to prove a point? I mean, they're always trying to say something. Everyone working with the president has to say something. My person is supporting my people. They want to show that my people are on board. So
if you were working with the president, wouldn't you say?
I would say all the better people.
All of them, collectively.
I'll speak for them.
All of them.
All right, now moving away from that, on page 4, we have Time magazine names Dangote among world's top 100 philanthropists. Well, it's definitely not far from the truth.
Right.
Now, protests as stray bullet kills Wasi's candidate in Ibadan. On page 2, very tragic story, I must say. Now, moving away from that one, on page 13, we have Oyo Assembly, case rotation of chairmanship of Obas among Alaafin, Olubadan, shown lawmakers from Oyo town stage walkout. What could be going on? Seems like they are not pleased with that arrangement. Go find it out there on the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Now, on the top of the Tribune banner, we have CBN retains lending rate at 27.50%.
Right.
CBN retains lending rate at 27.50% rather. Expresses concern over recent decline in crude oil prices, reassures public on banking sector stability. Hopefully we get to have that. And now on page 4, which is definitely the final headline from Nigerian Tribune newspaper, is compulsory voting bill unconstitutional, draconian, NBA. Compulsory voting bill unconstitutional, draconian, tells NAS to discontinue process. Now, they are saying that if you do not vote, there's going to be penalty. How about if you steal, there are going to be penalty?
No, there's no penalty for that one.
I remember someone was trying to bring about that some time ago, and they said that, it's about cause. About you going out to seek medical. Yes, they said, it's our constitutional right. We can go anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere.
But suddenly, they want everybody to vote.
To vote, right?
Do they vote? Some people will say the votes don't count, yet they want everyone to vote. That means there is something special about those votes. So.
That's right. That's right. Well, anyways, though, they're telling NAS to discontinue process. Page 4, you'd find that story. Cassie, I hope you vote 2027, though. I hope you do.
I always vote.
You always do. Okay,
yes.
That feels good. I like it. Well, looking at the Punch newspaper now, just to the side of the Punch newspaper, you'd find Traditional Council being the kicker now. Protesters or your assembly backtracks at page 43. And the big story, May 29 is the kicker. Tinubu to review ministers' scorecards. It's about that time. All right, you'd find that one on page 2. And there's got one rider to it. President may get ministers' new assessment reports this week. Low-performing ministries under pressure. All right, and to this one on here on page 30. Yeah, page 30. I've got sharp eyes. Federal government to auction 753 duplexes seized from Emefiele. Immigration mobilizes joint task force against terror threats. Page 20. Missing Lagos banker's corpse found in morgue. Pages 4 and 5. OPS faults MPC over 27.5% interest rate. Page 29 has got that story just above the Punch newspaper banner now. Dollar outflow for fuel imports surges 119%. Page 29. Federal panel submits key report on census funding. Page 15. And to page 2, states to draft new framework for local government autonomy. All right, that will be all with the Punch newspaper this morning.
All right, now moving away from the Punch newspaper, now looking at the Daily Trust newspaper, the bigger story here says budget. NAS inserted 11,122 projects worth 6.9 trillion naira in 2025 budget. That seems to be a transparency report. Go check it out. That can be found on pages 3, 4, and 5 of the Daily Trust newspaper. And now just beneath it, we have 2027 as a kicker. PDP senators give conditions for coalition against Tinubu. PDP still are giving conditions at this point. Remember that a respected stakeholder of the party had said the party was in ICU. Is someone in ICU, do they actually have an option to give conditions? Well, you can find that out on page 14 of our Daily Trust newspaper. Let's find out what these conditions are, the conditions that the PDP senators are giving against President Bola Tinubu's coalition. Okay, now moving away from that, let's talk about page 27. Tanker explodes at sports festival venue in Ogun. Tanker explodes at sports festival venue in Ogun. Now moving away from that, on page 30, UK, Canada, France threaten Israel with concrete actions over Gaza. Now, there's still so much going on between Israel and Gaza. Go find it out on page 30 of Daily Trust. How train attack suspect got hard documents. How train attack suspect got hard documents on page 24. Let's find out what that is about. Now, back to the top, just beneath Daily Trust banner, it says FG to sell Emefiele's 753-unit housing estate. That can be found on page 10 of Daily Trust newspaper. Now, moving away from that, 7 inmates escaped from custody in Osun, page 12. Protest, a stray bullet kills WASI student in Oyo. That can be found on page 6. The boy was going for his WAEC examination, and unfortunately he was killed by a stray bullet. Go find that out on page 6 of Daily Trust newspaper.
That's right. This young man now, don't tell me he was owing WAEC. He wasn't owing. He had paid all of the fees. All he had to do was just go and write his exams. Big dreams. You never know who he would become tomorrow. But yeah, cut short.
Very unfortunate, I must say.
I tell you. Well, let's move away from this one now and get you the Guardian newspaper. The big story on the front page of the Guardian newspaper: MPC seeks fiscal support on Naira stability, retains interest rate at 27.5%. Page 6 has got that story. And if you go on to the television that we are streaming across social media platforms, particularly YouTube and Facebook, you would see the breakdown of the MPR and the cash revenue ratio, the liquidity ratio, the asymmetric corridor, all of that, and even the inflation being at 23.71%. So head on there now and see for yourself. All right, now we'll see this one on page 7. It says, Last G clarifies water sachets, PET bottles not included in single-use plastics ban. Okay, Gateway 2025, over 10 million Adire clothing sold in 10 days, says Olakpade, page 7. And this one here says ECOWAS at 50. Go on, restates Nigeria's foreign policy thrust as Akpabio urges unity stability, page 5. Federal government to dispose 753 housing units linked to Emefiele, page 5. It's got that story looking popular. To page 29 now, Umahi affirms Southeast governor's support for Tinubu's second-term bid. All right, PDP turmoil escalates with Southeast factions at odds over secretaryship. Page 6 has got that story now. ICPC busts bank account of 6-week bachelor's degree racket. Oh, I see. Foreigner there. ICPC busts bank account of 6-week bachelor's degree racket. 6 weeks. All right, page 3 now has got that story. Budget uncovers 11,122 projects worth 6.93 trillion naira inserted into 2025 budget, page 5. And the last one that we'll be bringing on to you with the Guardian newspaper now. We are sacrificing quality for quantity with universities proliferation, says Bajabia Mila. All right, that will be all with the Guardian newspaper.
All right, now looking at the Vanguard newspaper, the biggest story, padding. This is something going on right now, according to the recent report from Budget, as NAS budget disagree over 6.93 trillion naira projects in budget 2025. And now right us to that story, how NAS inserted 11,122 projects budget, according to Budget. All right, now 2025 appropriation bill interrogated, passed based on exact amount presented. The Senate is firing back, and the NAS has powers to amend budget according to reps. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Wow.
Now, if you're seeing what's going on here in the studio, the biggest picture right now from the Vanguard newspaper is a picture of the alleged
estates,
housing estate belonging to the former CBN governor, and also there is a collage of the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Dangiwa, with the EFCC boss as well. I see them hold documents. We see that. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed to see how that will pan out at the end of the day.
But Cassie, is this really alleged? I mean, it's already out there. I mean, we already know now. Is Emefiele's, buildings and possession. So
In Nigeria, you never can tell, UD. Allegedly. Allegedly.
You're right.
We'll always save you from a lot.
We've abused that word. We've abused it.
Well, now moving away from the allegedly and the alleged, let's talk about page 13. How I begged Yaradua not to fight Obasanjo Lamido. Was Yaradua even one to fight? Well, you can find out on page 13 of the Vanguard newspaper. Now coming down, how stray bullets killed YX students during chase in Ibadan. Very sad story on page 7 of National Daily, talking about Vanguard newspaper. Now away from the Vanguard, 2.9 million Nigerian children suffering from severe malnutrition, according to UNICEF.
Right.
That can be found on page 13. And a sports story, doping, six athletes sacked from sports festival.
Wow.
Doping, 6 athletes sacked from sports festival. They have been found to have been using some form of induced drugs to enable performance. Well, that can be found on page 30. Go read that out. Okay, now coming back at the top of the Vanguard banner, UTME resorts due to human error, not technical glitch. Reps. UTME resorts due to human error, not technical glitch. Reps. So what now? Time magazine names Aliko Dangote among top 100 philanthropists worldwide. Page 26 carries that story. And page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper says 2027, 5 Southeast governors are with Tinubu Umahi. Is this also including Governor Oti of Abia State? You will definitely find out on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. And now atop of these stories, we have Disco's performance in power supply disappointing federal government. Okay, if federal government is lamenting, then who am I?
Okay. Who am I takes us to taking a breather now, going on a recess. We'll be right back in a short bit. Don't go away.
Are you ready for this?
Keep the frequency clear.
We're live. I woke up with a Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja.
Logistics. Oh yeah, now logistics. 1, 2, 3. You want order food? Oh yeah, straight to your doorstep. We dey come. One pick up something. Oh yeah, or drop off something. We dey come. You need that for shopping. Oh yeah, direct from your favorite. We dey come. You want order your cooking gas. Oh yeah, direct to your doorstep. We dey come. We dey run massive discount. Oh yeah, just place your order now. We dey come.
Hurry now and download Oya Now app on the Google Play Store or Apple Store. You can also visit us at www.oyanow.ng or call us on 080-8410-1000 or 081-2355-4000. We are available in Lagos and Abuja. Oya Now with the come.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Abuja, you're in luck. It's the upgrade promo from my Abuja Home Limited. For their Broadwater estate and plots in Gwagwalada, get 250 square meter for just 700k when you make an outright payment. That's a whopping 81% discount, or go premium with 500 square meters for only 1 million naira. That's 80% of the original price of 5 million naira. With our authentic FCT land document, you have no issues at all. We have a flexible payment plan for up to 12 months for your convenience. Get your land in Broadwater estate Estate, Paiko, Gwagwalada now with green environment, accessible roads, power supply, guaranteed security, and lots more. Call or WhatsApp my Abuja home on 0808 883 7426 0808 883 7426 or 0808 272 3824 0808 272 3824. Hurry now, promo ends soon. These opportunities also open to military personnel. My Abuja Home Limited. Affordable. Live the life.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
All right, good to have you back right here on the newspaper review, or what you can call the papers on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. It is still the duo of Cassandra alongside UD.
That's right.
Okay, now let's hear your thoughts. What do you have to say as regards some of these headlines? Let's do it. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes,
my
good
name
morning.
is GB. Good morning, Udwak.
Yes, good morning. Where are you calling from?
Calling from Los Angeles.
All right, let's get to it, GB.
790 something houses.
Yes.
Just for my message to be sold. You can see what these people have turned Nigeria to. Job for CBN governor of about 10 years turned Nigeria into a ATM. No wonder he was trying to be president. If this man had become a president, he would have sold us wholesale. The whole Nigeria will have sold us wholesale. Use us to collect loan and use for a private business. You can see what happened now. And my brother, those houses should be sold, and the resource, the money for me, should be used to establish low-cost housing in all Nigeria and Lagos and all over the Florida major city. Local housing that one-bedroom flat will be self-contained for low earners like market women, shoemakers, with mortgage over 30 to 40 years. That's the only way the common man can pay this, because this is our money. These are matrimony that was sold away. So what I'm saying is that government should use that money to create local housing so that the poor can work and benefit and say, yes, I own a house in life.
Right.
That's only thing we can do. So what I'm saying is that let the government make that this thing touch the life of the poor. Are you getting me?
Oh, yeah, I appreciate
Then governor Umahi inviting Obi to join to support Asiwaju, the president. It's a good thing. Obi has a lot to offer to Nigeria. He can still support the government even while contesting. Bring ideas, bring suggestions, not only criticizing and wailing. Let's see the idea how we can move Nigeria forward. If Nigeria is good, it's good for every one of us. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that one from you, GB. Taking this other call now from Felix all the way from Bata. Hello, Felix.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Felix.
Yes, Felix from Lambata, and good morning to Kassara.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, you are welcome this morning. And my greetings to our highly esteemed callers and listeners.
Exactly.
Yeah. Give a good morning too.
Yes, please. Good morning.
Well. Because this looting is becoming something else. And if it's in the same country, civilized world, people like Amefele would have been behind bar by now. But it's so shocking and so surprising that a man like this is still doing bargaining and whatever to settle and then continue in his crime. 750 houses, only one person. Perhaps if we are retired now, he would have gone into estate business with that. And that would have been a very good start for him. 750 duplexes. That is how some of them loot, and then before you know it, they become big-time businessmen with government money. Still in power. And this should serve as a warning to other people too, who could be doing the same. Looting our patrimony, putting us in dire need and horrible suffering. This poverty should stop, and the right thing should be done. And those who look at and mismanage our affairs and our finances should be prosecuted and dealt with. And that will serve as a deterrent to others. Thank you, Yodi.
Appreciate you. Felix, all the way from Lambata right there. Keep the calls coming through. Let's know your thoughts in the discourse this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Yodi.
Good morning to you, Abdul.
Cassandra,
yes,
I greet you.
Good morning. Thank you so
much. And I
much.
use this opportunity to greet all the caller and listeners. of this wonderful radio station.
Appreciate it.
You see what happened in Ibadan is very, 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 very bad. I don't know why a policeman will be shooting in the public like that. Say maybe they are chasing Yahoo boy. Look at the innocent that is going to write his YS. They just kill him like that, just for nothing. I believe Muiwa, the PRO of the Nigerian police, should be giving us updates on this issue. Because we Nigerians would like to know what will happen to that policeman. UD, please, I want to take a point of order.
All right, go ahead.
You see, yesterday we are talking about the kidnappers. That they arrest, I think one in Sokoto and one in Abuja.
Yes.
You see, yesterday I was reading one news. This one, the wife and the mother, they are already in Saudi Arabia.
Yes,
I think the name is Ado something. You see, the mother and the wife is already in Saudi Arabia before they got them arrested. These people, I don't understand. You people will kidnap, kill human beings, collect ransom, and you say you are going to Saudi Arabia to do what? God is not asleep, UD. May God save us, help us in this country. God bless Nigeria. Right, God bless Eagle FM. Thank you very much. Bye.
Right, I mean, the killing of that young boy, Abdul, you're even asking just a question, which is very relevant, but it seems to be even one-sided. What happens to the family of the boy who was killed? What happens? Who's going to pay condolence visits? Is it just going to stop at condolences too as well? And is it going to be swept under the carpet and forgotten? Some questions right there. But yeah, the police has been in a bad light just, recently. And it doesn't seem, just yesterday, we saw another case involving a policeman bitten a Uber driver, snapping him, biting him, smacking him and everything as if it was a 5-year-old. Even a 5-year-old, he wouldn't do that to a 5-year-old. But yeah, that one was arrested. And we keep asking what justice would be preferred. Well, let's go take this one though. Hello, good morning.
Oh, good morning.
What's the
This is King Kennedy from
King K.
Location change, calling now in New Yanya.
Okay, King K.
Presently. Thank you very much. Now, I wouldn't want to mention the name because when you read it, you say we should go find out. Right. Somebody saying that the president have done well, we should call him where he's going to be voted again. I just have serious little questions to ask that fellow because I remember, I'm not just being rude, it's just a reminder. During campaign, the president promised that we'll have enough food to eat. Do we have enough food now to eat? He promised and he said that by whichever means we must have electricity. Do we have it? So he also promised us of security. Now I asked the person what is happening in Benue State, what is happening in Katsina, what is happening in other parts of Nigeria, including my state, Plateau State. So I don't want to say anything, but this time around, if the president wants to know his performance, he should ask the people he's ruling. He shouldn't ask the people he appoints, because the people he appoints will always speak good so that they can gain that favor from him. But if he really wants to know whether he has performed well, ask the masses. Thank you. God bless Nigeria.
All right, you want to know how you performed well? Ask the masses, he says. Taking this call.
Oduaku Daniel, good morning.
Good morning to you, Apostle Osalife.
Yes, God bless you. My sister, TV sister, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good to have you
here.
My
name is Apostle Osalife from Apo.
Right.
So my take goes like this, that it's good to make a law, and another one is to keep the law. If they make a law that it is compulsory to vote, let them make a law that after voting, that if the result did not reflect the mind of the masses, that how that that INEC will tell us that the result will be posted from here to there, and then in the end of the day they couldn't do it as they tell us that they will do it. Rather, they will go in the midnight where people are sleeping, announce a result. They will tell a citizen of the country that if you are not happy, you go to court, because the court is under their custody. It's it's not helping us. And another thing I want to say, Daniel, is this. This defection or the jumpology from one party to the other, joining APC. What have this government of APC, what have they done? Have they achieved the campaign promise they promised us that there will be security in the land? Have they removed subsidy and us since that day? Things are not easy for Nigeria. We beg them, and the Senate President tell us that if we are protesting, they will be enjoying and praying for 2 million naira in the account of their fellow senators. Would they haven't affected us positively? Unless by tomorrow, if the things change for the policy they are doing, then Nigerian will be happy. But this time around, everybody is crying. On their television or radio, you'll be hearing killing. And these people are Nigerians. They are not foreigners. Thank you, Daniel Odak, for a good update you people are giving. I remain Apostle Osola, aka Wokenenwe. God bless you.
Appreciate this one from you, Apostle Osola Life right there. All right, we wish to take more calls. We will indeed, should we have more time at our disposal. But let's go to the Facebook page wall as well as get on to the WhatsApp portal and see what you're saying on the Facebook page wall and looking at the live stream television that we are hosting right there across social media platforms, particularly YouTube and Facebook. Do well to subscribe to the YouTube channel though at Eagles FM Abuja. Right, but yeah, we'll see this one here, and it's coming from also Francis Namani. It says it's watching live from Agun in Enugu State. It says, good morning to my people in the studio. Good morning to you too also. Nigerians want their votes to always count, not primarily making voting compulsory. Okay. Also is saying that one right there via the Facebook page wall. Keep in mind, that's what we're looking at the 9 o'clock hour. Looking into the WhatsApp portal now. Let's go see what you are saying on the WhatsApp portal. Okay. We'll start with voice notes, and then, as we always do, and then of course get on with the messages as you have sent them. Let's begin with this one right here and on here.
Master Yubi and Cassandra, aka Casey, I greet all of you, but you would let me just use my own dialect too. Wali Jam. My name is Suleiman Amfulani, aka the original Fulani photocopy from National Assembly. Photos. Master Yubi, today I just want to ask a question for two of our regular scholars. I want to ask about them, please. They are always contributing, but I don't know whether they have relatives. I want to ask about Salasi and Triple D. Their voice look exactly. Only the problem, Salasi talk fast, and Triple D, if they can speak, if today you want to talk as you say I'm a Salasi or Salasi carry his voice, well, their voice look alike. I don't know whether they get any relationship in between them. Salasi, do Allah come sama on Tambaya? Because when our voice look like, I don't know how I put it truly. Only sometimes if I hear Triple D, until when he mentions his name, even I know yes, Salasi sometimes he's somebody who put mind in this country, more especially when it comes to issue of insecurity. How he talk with, I don't know, like he will bust the radio sometimes if he's talking, you understand? So, but Triple D, his one is a gentle, but Gaskia, anybody who can listen, their voice look alike. So, my own place, I want to know if they are brothers. Yeah, I know they are brothers from different mothers or the same family. Even now, we two, now the same family, we be this platform, but I want to know their own relationship, you understand? Thank you so much.
Right, well, we're family members. I'm not sure they're brothers, although I think they've connected once or twice, maybe via phone call and everything, but no, we're still family, right? The relationship is Eagles FM. It's a confluence, yeah? And it brings all of us together. And they're fine, by the way. Thank you for being very thoughtful. Very thoughtful of you. Very thoughtful. All right, let's get to this one here. This is coming from Usman. Let's go take a listen.
Rice money from Abuja. Yes, the South can endorse President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The right was not central, not west, south, southwest. And the rest will continue. There we have the ones to decide. The citizens will decide whom to vote. And this time around, our vote will count by the grace of God. I wish Nigerians will choose the Southeast style and do the right thing. Because the Southeast, they love you, they love you, they love you. They don't pretend. They don't pretend. I wish we can adopt that strategy and that policy, that plan. It will work. So no problem. Keep on endorsing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Keep on deceiving him. While the masses, the citizens are disgruntled to it. Look at insecurity all over. Look at the suffering. Look at the poverty in the country. Economy, everything stagnant. We kept on endorsing Mr. President to continue. So if you go and advise him for one, tell him the truth that things are not working well in this country. You will not all the time praises. What is all the so psychopathic? Praises. While the suffering, the citizens are crying. So no problem. I don't know. I want to decide if you want endorsement. Like I kept on saying, endorsement is not political. Because it's a political survivor. At the end of the day, we will decide. Bye.
All right. At the end of the day, we will decide. He says bye. Let's go take this one.
Okay, good morning. The man with the golden voice, Mr. Yudi. I celebrate you. My great sister in the studio. God bless you and good morning.
our great callers, I greet you. Selassie, baby blessing, Elder Omoja. Greetings to you in the name of Jesus. Well, Cassandra has said it all. It's deeply touching. You are pursuing a Yahoo man or whatever traffic you call it, and then you ended up taking the life of a boy that nobody knows his future, only God. Even if it is a Yahoo boy that you are pursuing, are you permitted to shoot him to die just like that? Hey, how I wish Mr. President should speak. May God console the family and grant an internal rest to the child. Meanwhile, on the issue of Emefiele, those seizing property, what next? And who will unseat? Come on, we're about to get it right, Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. God bless Eagles FM. This is Triple D.
Speak about the angel. Just a while ago, Dan Fulani had already mentioned you, Triple D, and here you are. Okay, let's go hear from the Honorable Edwards now.
My dear sister, Cassandra, Rudy, good morning. You guys are doing a wonderful job. Federal government is to auction the house is seized from former CBN governor. Now, what about now? That matter, I thought it was hypothesis, but it has come to pass. But who's going to buy this house? Who's going to, how are they going to do it? Our procurement department in Nigeria, anywhere, is not working. So who's going to do this? I pray this should not be taken from Mr. A to Mr. B in the same usual way. And they have to give us a record of this house is being auctioned. A minister is not speaking on behalf of the governors. Is it the one? Is it their spokesman now? Very, very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. Then the attack that is happening between the herdsmen and whoever or no government. These are the things that we have been going right for time. That this may turn to something else. Look at the way it's going now. Especially that the government did not know who is the herdsman and who is the animal. But what it is that the Fulani herdsmen, so anything can happen. Anything security in this country or whatever, wherever, should be taken serious. No, it will result to something else. Thank you. God bless.
All right, appreciate that one from you, Honorable Edwards. Let's now go take a listen to some of your messages. Begin with this one, though.
All right, it says, good morning to you, Udwak, and your colleague there. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Just to let you know, and
okay,
that I am now a resident of Angwa Adamu, not Ado again. Angwa Adamu is within the axis of Ado in Karu local government area of Nasarawa State. My heart gladdens this morning hearing from your newsroom that the federal government is proposing a takeoff of the construction of the Dan Sadua Dam in Adamawa State, which is the counterpart dam of the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon, all to accommodate the water being released from the Lagdo Dam, which would go a long way in curbing the perennial flooding in Nigeria. Our prayers, especially those of us that are from the flood-prone areas of Nigeria, is for the government to work the talk, for it is easier said than done. From Ogene Mano Austin and Guadamu Karu local government area of Nasarawa State.
Awesome, Ogene Mano. Thank you so much for that piece of information, especially when it has to do with your relocation. Hope you relocated safely, though. Well, let's get on to Samuel from Kuje, saying, good morning to you, my brother Obonudwak Daniel, and my sister Cassandra. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to a new day. Awesome, though. Appreciate. Well, he says, Nigeria, my wonderful country, where one person will have uncountable houses while others are homeless. Nigeria, where the lives of the citizens is valueless, especially the lives of the poor masses. Nigeria, where speaking the truth is abomination and deceit, lies, corruption is the legal tender. Nigeria, where the youths are no longer the leaders of tomorrow, but are turned to be errand boys to those who have been ruling us since independence. What a wonderful country. Please, God, help us to get things right in this country. In Jesus' name, amen. He says, UD and Cassie, may your day be safe and peaceful. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you
yours
so much.
Be peaceful too as well. Samuel, that sounds to me very poetic and powerful, though. Thank you. Looking at this one here, I'm looking at Abbas all the way from, I think, Dutse now, right? Abbas from Dutse, reporting from Dutse. Well, he says, compliments of the morning and all protocol observed. Awesome. Go on, Abbas. It says, concerning the CBN and the retaining of the current interest rates, if you observed, inflation has been dropping due to these factors. We have been saying it. High interest rates can't curb inflation. That's the only solution for inflation is for CBN. Oh, the only solution for inflation to be curbed is for CBN to maintain same rate while going further, trying to allow or reduce it, okay, in the next quarter All right, trying to also reduce it in the next quarter. All right, now he says if the interest rate is down, you will see inflation dropping dramatically and local production improve to reduce the price of commodity in the market. All right, Abbas, thank you for that window. Let's take this one from, that should be Turkey.
All right, he says, good morning, Daniel and my beautiful sister Cassie. I am in Nasarawa State. The EFCC is selective in its fight against corruption. I insist that there are people serving in Tinubu's government who are worse than former CBN governor. Is Godwin today because he stepped on the tiger's tail. The Nigerian police has killer squad, allegedly.
Okay.
Daniel, I often come across many police officers looking drunk in daytime while on duty and carrying arms. Such police officers can easily kill people who said, the people who said the president is doing well do not fear God. He has performed below pass mark in the last 2 years. I place the security of our people as number one, but unfortunately, security is also zero under Tinubu's government. The criminals are operating freely and unchallenged. You could be kidnapped in Nigeria today, even after paying ransom. The criminals will still unalive the victim. Takenbe Hundu.
From Nasarawa State, Zoe Fakenby, thank you. Let's go see this one here. It's coming from Yusuf all the way from Wusei too. He says, good morning UD and my sister. Good morning to you too.
Good morning.
EFCC hands over fraud-linked 753 Abuja duplexes to Housing Ministry. I am of the opinion that EFCC should have ended the sale of the houses for transparency since they have statutory power to do so. I don't really trust Ministry of Housing to do the sale. Have a nice day. All right. Talking about trust, Nigeria, and trusting the government right there. Yusuf has given us plea. Well, let's go take this voice note and we'll see how far and how well we go taking one or two calls.
Candy James, your man. Please let me share it in your platform. Please, now this is.
All right, no, I don't know that message. Let's go see this one here now. I don't think time is on our side, but we'll squeeze this one through. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Talatu. I'm calling from Kojek.
Talatu! Ha! Good morning, Talatu. I was hoping to reach out to you. I'm so glad to hear your voice. In fact, I should ring the bell for you. All right, Talatu. How have you been? How have you been?
It is my health. It is my health.
Talatu.
And I don't have phone. My phone
Talatu.
issue. I get no drugs now. The body that I used to buy 3 drugs before, I'm using it to buy one.
Wow.
So,
Talatu.
I'm always listening to the program. I'm always listening. I don't have phone. That's why.
I get that, Talatu.
Thank you for the good job you people are doing. God Almighty will bless you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Is there a way we can still reach you? Can we reach you via this number?
Yes, it is my sister's number. You can reach me.
Okay, because Selassie has been asking after you, quite a number of family members.
I heard everything there before yesterday. I really appreciate you, sir.
Okay.
I always listen.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate. All right. Have a great day, though. Oh, Talatu. Just in case y'all didn't know, Talatu's been really, really struggling with health issues. I mean, it's been crazy. I don't know. All right. But I'll leave it there. All right. But she's family, and we don't take family for granted, right? Well, we'll just end with this one lastly. Why is the government auctioning houses seized from Emefiele? Why can't the government allocate those houses to poor Nigerians who are living in urban shanties and slums? As I type, Abuja residents are at the mercy of Abuja Shylock landlords who exploit innocent citizens using their agents and lawyers. Nigerians for once deserve something free from their government. Everything must not be sold. Linus from Big City. Thank you, far too kind. Can't go any further right now. Barrister Hassan, I wish I can go with you right now, but I'm so sorry. Time has gone, as eluded as it stands now. But don't worry though, we'll come back at the 9 o'clock hour. We'll look into compulsory vote system. Is it even okay? I mean, the BA has come out recently now, just on the front page, saying that it is unconstitutional Excuse me. Do not try to make us force Nigerians into voting. It's supposed to be their choice. It's supposed to be their civil right. It's supposed to be their constitutional right. Right? Okay. Well, we'll look into that some more at the 9 o'clock hour. But just keep your ears glued because we'll try to connect with